Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Nancy Myers, and I'm a Forever Lead Ambassador. I'd like to thank you all for taking the time to prioritize your Forever account and your photos, and hope you are excited about what you learned. Forever has so many wonderful components to help you preserve your photos and media safely and privately. You've gotten a lot of training today, from uploading photos using the app in Android and iPhone, organizing your photos on your PC with Forever Historian, organizing your Forever storage, printing, organizing, and digitizing your photos, whether they're paper photos for paper scrapbooking or within Forever. I hope you'll go forward with your photo plan and enjoy seeing your photos outside your phones and boxes. My job today is to encourage you all to work in your account every day. We are all very busy in our lives with family, work, lots of obligations that are demanding. How in the world can we find time to do just one more thing? The answer is to take just 15 minutes a day in your Forever account or your other photo projects. It may sound a little overwhelming, but if possible, it is possible that you can take the time to figure out a plan. I learned about the 15 minutes a day a few years ago at our Forever Live conference. One of our senior executive ambassadors shared how busy her life was, having a busy farm, 3 kids and several activities, her full-time job with Forever, which is like 2 full-time jobs because she's like Wonder Woman, does so much. She was determined to figure out how to organize her photos so she could get their albums done. She shared that as busy as her life is, she's able to have her family albums completed within a few weeks of the event, and her family gets to enjoy their books right away. Can you imagine that, being able to have your photos taken, organized, printed into books, and in people's hands within a few weeks? Her presentation has motivated me to do what she does, and I'm getting more of my photos organized because of it. We all have 15 minutes a day to spare, believe it or not, but it might be a bit tricky to find the best time for you. I recommend trying to do your 15 minutes at the same time every day and make it a time where you can devote your full attention to it. If you have small children, you might choose a time in the evening when everyone's in bed. If you're an early riser like me, that could be something you do before other family members are awake. That's my favorite time of day, that quiet time I have just to myself. Just find the time that works best for you. Try to focus on just one task each time, because it is overwhelming when you're trying to do too many things, and you may not feel as accomplished. There are lots of things you can do in 15 minutes, and I'm going to list just a few that I have come up with. Upload photos, whether from your PC, phone, CDs, or other media. Start uploading them. Delete photos that are blurry, extras that you don't need. And I tend to take way too many pictures of the same thing, as you'll see in a few minutes in my account, to get the best ones. Sort through your photos and create albums. You might set up one album in 15 minutes with a title, date created, and a brief story about the photos in the album. You might not be able to set up an album in 15 minutes. If you think about it, some of our events that we take pictures of, it might be a vacation where you went for 10 days and you might have several nested albums within the album. That could take you a whole month to get through those pictures, unless you learn to be really quick. But you might have an event, a birthday party, let's say, where you only took 30 pictures. So you would be able to probably get through those 30 pictures, choose the ones you like the best, put them in an album and create the data for the album, and probably start tagging people and writing little details about the party within the album. It can be done. Sort through your photos and create albums. You might set up, oh, I already said that, sorry, the 15-minute album versus the 1-month album. I tend to do that a lot. I try to set up my album, even if I just dump the pictures in them at first, and then I go from there, deciding how many albums I might need to be able to organize my photos to do my project later. Add metadata to your photos. Start with one album, again, after you've gotten the photos that you want in the album and all that. And this is something I've learned to do. You might want to keep a log of what you do each day so that you can go back and finish something from the day before. For example, if you're working on your Christmas photos and you didn't quite finish, and so you put everything away, and the next day you go back in your computer and you find some cute pictures of your dogs and think, oh, I'm going to work on those today. you might not finish those Christmas pictures for a while. And then when you go the next day to look at something, you're going to get that feeling of, oh, I'm not getting anything finished, and that, you might not want to finish at all. So keeping with one project till it's finished in lots of different areas, but with your photos really helps. I keep a log of what I do so that I can go back and finish something and remember where I left off. And just an aside, Forever has the cutest notebooks they just came out with recently. And I've made 4 of them. I've made some for my business so I can keep track of clients and things that I've done and remember what I did. I keep them I have a Christmas notebook that I have my list of what I buy for everybody. I have addresses that I've added, what we had for dinner. I keep all those details so that I remember certain things the next year. And I love making them. That might be a getting your photos organized idea. Get a little notebook and put some cute pictures that you really like a lot on the cover, and it just makes it more fun. Celebrate your accomplishments. When you're finished with a particular album, or if you've really worked hard on something, take some time and show it to your family or go through it with somebody and really enjoy those photos, because isn't that why we take them? So that we can enjoy those and the memories later. When you're finished, I want you to enjoy your photos and creations. And maybe you can share this simple tip of 15 minutes a day with a friend and family. I'm going to show you right now in my account some of the ideas I just went over with you. So let's see. Okay, here's my album. And what I tend to do is go right to the library, because that's where your pictures automatically go when you upload them. And I'm going to show you my Christmas pictures that I took. I didn't take as many as I have taken on other Christmases. And as I told you, I have a lot of the same picture that I take, because sometimes people's eyes are closed or whatever. So I need to go through those. So I'm first of all going to find the album that I made for this. I have one album called Holidays. And within my Holidays album, I have nested albums. One of them is Christmas. So within my Christmas, I have several Christmases in there, and I'm going to go to Christmas 2021. I already have my cover photo for that album in there, and I'm just going to look. So this year, it was a very special Christmas because we have a new granddaughter, and her name is Fawn, and she will be 1 next month. So I took a lot, and I've already weeded some of the pictures out. But here's some of both of my granddaughters. Maddie is a senior this year, and Fawn is almost 1. So I don't know that I'll delete any. I just love all the different poses with those two. It'll take me a while. I'll have to look at both of them, but anyway. And now that one, Maddie's eyes are closed. So for sure I'll delete it. And I love that they remind us in Forever that you have 60 days, if you change your mind about deleting a picture, to bring it back. Oh, this one has someone in the background too, and Fawn's kind of frowning. Let's see, I might delete that one too. I really have to get better about only keeping photos that I really love in Forever. Right now, I just love those photos, so I'm not getting rid of them. See, I'll have better luck with this one. Caleb's head is turned. I'll take that one out. Fawn's playing with my dog. I'll probably keep that one. This is the crowd, and I don't have too many pictures. This one, she's crying. Maddie's laughing. I'll take that one out. That one's cute. Caleb's not looking though, so I'll get rid of that one. So anyway, you get the idea. So let's say I keep this one. Fawn is tired. Maddie's head is turned, but I'm going to just do this just for the sake of doing some metadata. So I'm going to edit the information, and I'm going to name this picture Grandkids 2021. I was trying to get a group picture of all 3 kids, and it wasn't easy. It's already got the date on there, and I'm gonna add tags. So let's see. I've already got Fawn in there. Once you put a tag in, you can only have to type it once because it tells you the names each time. And then I'm going to save that and save the tags. So I've already got one picture labeled, and that takes a minute. So that's why I really will go back through these and take more pictures out. Within the album, I've got, I've already put the date in here. We had a wonderful Christmas with Angela, Eric, and Fawn, Sarah, Chad, Maddie, and Caleb, Sherry, Kurt, and I, and 4 dogs. We had our traditional prime rib dinner, and I went on from there. And I'll probably go back and change that. But I just like to get a little bit of details because you never know if you'll be able to come back to these pictures and take the time for a while, and you might forget certain things. So that's just some of the things I do in my albums. I'm going to go ahead and go back to stop sharing. And I hope you're a little bit motivated by this. Now, on the 15 minutes a day, I wanted to tell you, we all have things in our life where we just might not make it every single day, but try to do it at least 4 nights out of 7. Try to do the best you can. Do what you can with the time you have and write it down and just see how much progress you can make. Because imagine in a month of 15 minutes a day, that's several hours, and the work you can get done in your album. When you're ready to create a project, you're going to be able to find your pictures. So you'll be able to get it organized quicker, and you might just have your project or book done a few weeks after the event. Think about it. Thank you again for being with us today. Have a great 2022, and I hope you reach your photo goals. Thank you.